This episode is going to give you everything that you need to know about functional finishes to help you enhance and to make the best possible sportswear on the market. What is a functional finish, or what are functional garments in general? When you have a shirt and it just stays fresh all day, that lack of stinkiness over the period of a day is an intentional design element by designers to be able to make you look and feel fresh all day long. Functional fabrics have been by far the biggest innovation in sportswear and fashion in general for the last 20 to 50 years. Knowing what functional finishes that you have at your fingertips already puts you ahead of 99% of fashion entrepreneurs that don't even know that this type of technology exists. The first type of functional finish that we are going to look at is what we consider as UV protection. So what is UV protection? We are all under the sun. Having something that can prevent those harmful UV rays from actually seeping through and causing damage to our skin is key. The second type of finish that we need to know is thermal regulating finishes. Thermal regulating fabrics are fabrics that when things are too cold or when the atmosphere outside you is cold, they help you to retain heat. And then when the atmosphere outside you is too hot, they help you to wick away heat or to lose heat. And this is where we add in microcapsule chemicals that are known as PCMs, which just prevents the change in the heat. Third is your soil or your stain repellent functional finish. This is a chemical finish, so it will last the entire life cycle of the garment. This is a simple treatment that avoids stains being absorbed into the fabric simply by using a laminated surface finish. Next up, we have a moth-proof functional finish, which is a chemical finish and it's also a durable finish. This is simple. It's a treatment that is applied to the garment that actually helps to repel moths away. Moving on, we have the antimicrobial finish. And this is sort of a bit of an in-depth functional finish. Some types of fibers are more likely to stink up than others. Typically, we tend to see polyester stink up much faster than cotton, just simply because of the presence of the plastics that are more ready to attract and to host the sort of elements that cause stink up over time. How do we apply those finishes? There's a variety of different types of chemical finishes that we apply that are more or less permanent. We have a hydrogen peroxide wash where we're typically not actually altering the garment itself or the yarn composition itself. If you see a lot of Lululemon garments, they tend to use what is known as silver thread lining, where the yarn silver thread silver ions, and that helps to prevent the oxidization. You can also, if you want to go down the route of being a bit more sustainable in your approach, go for bamboo charcoal, which is a finish that is embedded into the yarns, that is knitted or woven into the fabric, that also prevents that oxidization process. Moving on, we have an anti-shrink, or the formal terminology for it is sanforization finish. This is a mechanical finish and it's a permanent finish. What we have to understand that all fabrics are made out of a structure that are either woven or knitted together. Typically, when yarns shrink, they actually get closer together. It's the same sort of density and thickness of yarn, except they just shrink up on each other. And this sanforization finish is a mechanical finish that just prevents and minimizes the shrinkage of the fabric by just stabilizing the yarns and the construction. If you're applying this type of finish to wool, it's called decatizing. Next up, we have wrinkle resistance. This is a chemical finish and it's a temporary finish. And it just helps the fibers that are constructed to sort of not clump up on each other when they're wrinkled and they're subjected to heat. Typically, the resistance of this anti-wrinkle resistance does wear away over time, typically between 25 to 30 finishes or 35 washes. So it does have a little bit of a limited life cycle, but it does help, especially on a lower cost garments where you don't want wrinkling and you just want an easier to care for garment. Moving on, we have flame resistance or flame retardant finishes, which are chemical and they are temporary finishes. This is a treatment that's used to improve the self-extinguishing properties of a fabric by cutting off the oxygen that's done through the chemical treatment. You ultimately reduce or you remove the lifeline for the fire to keep raging. Next up, we have moisture-wicking. Moisture-wicking is specifically for when you're sweating. It's a treatment that is intended to pull sweat or moisture away from the surface of the skin through the fabric and allow it to essentially evaporate. This helps you to stay more sweat-proof and it helps you to cool down over time. It's a chemical finish and it's a permanent finish, so it can be applied permanently to the garment and it'll last the life cycle of the garment. And on that note, we have the water repellent finishes, and there's 3 levels to water repellency. Ultimately, these are treatments that add either a coating to the surface of the fabric as a lamination layer, or the fibers themselves, before they're woven or knitted into the garment, are treated with this hydrophilic or hydrophobic treatment. Water resistant is the least and the lowest amount of waterproofness. Water repellent is the middle, and then waterproof is the most. Ultimately, with water resistance, it's just a basic treatment that allows the fabric to resist the contact of water, but over time you will have the fabric, if it's exposed to a large amount of water, it'll absorb and it'll seep through. With a water repellent, it's a more intense treatment and ends up being able to resist the contact and the absorbency of water for a longer period of time. And typically with waterproof, something like Gore-Tex, you're going to remain completely dry for an extended period of time. It's completely waterproof, and it's definitely for garments that really need to be outdoors. They need to be in and underneath a large amount of water for a long period of time, like outdoor jackets, hiking jackets, so on. Water resistant would be great for winter hoodies. Water repellent would be great for jackets that are meant to be taken outdoors, but may only occasionally have rain and other type of water on them. And then waterproof are specifically for garments that are intended to be water resistant all year round, no matter the situation, and they're specifically and continuously going to be put into situations like rain jackets to be submerged in water. Next up, we have anti-static, and this is especially useful for plastic-based garments like nylon and polyester, specifically nylon, as they tend to actually generate a lot of static as you move day to day. If you've ever seen garments where you might have a type of sole where as you're walking through your house, you tend to pick up static. And then when you touch something or you touch someone or you touch a metal object, that static is released and it typically causes a spark or a bit of an annoying shock to yourself. This type of garment will help to eliminate that, and it will help to reduce the effects of static simply by applying a non-static or an anti-static agent, which is both a chemical and can be a durable or a non-durable finish depending on what type of anti-static finish is applied. Last but not least is probably one of the more important types of functional finishes, especially in sportswear, especially in leggings, which tend to suffer from this a lot, which is an anti-pilling finish. It's a chemical finish and it's a durable finish, which means, again, it's going to last the majority of the life cycle of the garment, depending on how often you wash it and how intense and what type of washing methods you use. It's a treatment that reduces the loose fibers on a fabric's surface to prevent them from bunching up or rolling up into the balls, which we call as pills. It's a polymeric coating that's applied to the surface of the fabric that helps to strengthen the fibers themselves so they are less prone to being exposed and then rolling up into the balls that ultimately create that pilled surface look. Until next week's episode, stay awesome.